Hello friends, this is Anurag from India. I'm a software developer. You can find me on my blog saxenaanurag.com. In this video, you will learn what is AngularJS, advantages of AngularJS over other JS frameworks, a Hello World program. So let's start. What is AngularJS? AngularJS is a JavaScript framework to develop dynamic web applications and SPAs. AngularJS extends the HTML tag attributes by adding the directives. SPA. SPA is single page application. In SPA, a client, which is a browser, sends a request to the web server and server sends the response back to the client. A client sends an AJAX request and server returns the JSON response. In the whole process, entire page don't loads, but instead only requested part of the page loads. Now, benefits of using AngularJS. First one is two-way data binding. Two-way data binding keeps the model and the view in the sync. A change to the model updates the view, and a change to the view updates the model. Second, MVC, model view and controller. In this part, I'm going to talk about Angular follows the MVC architecture. We can split our code in models, views, and controllers, and we can develop an application in the clean MVC architecture. Dependency injection. Dependency injection works with functions defined for controllers, directives, services, factory, etc. Let's say in an Angular controller, say demo controller, I injected dependency $STTP that can be used to make AJAX call in AngularJS. I will discuss more about the dependency injection in my next video. Let's come to the next slide, that is code example. So before I start explaining code example, we need to know about the AngularJS file. To build an AngularJS application, we need a AngularJS file. We can get it from angularjs.org website, and that is the official website of AngularJS. So let's look at it. So I already opened the browser and angularjs.org website. Here's the download button. On clicking it, we can download the AngularJS. We can also download AngularJS 2, but that particular tutorial is built in the AngularJS 1. We can find some useful links here like videos, free courses, tutorial, cases, studies, etc. Now let's come back to the code example. So first of all, I have included AngularJS file in my HTML code. So you can see here in the script tag and the source attribute, src attribute, I have added AngularJS file. That file can be included in the head tag of the page or somewhere in the body tag. Now second step to add the ng app directive in the HTML tag. So in the second line you can see I have added the ng app. So what are the directives? We already know about it, and I will discuss more about the directives in my next video. ng-app directive is the starting point of the AngularJS application. AngularJS framework checks for the ng-app directive when Angular app gets starts in a browser. If we don't find the directive, then Angular don't work. So in our example, we have added the ng-app directive in the HTML tag. You can see here, means everything under the HTML tag managed by the AngularJS. So what I did in the code example, let's have a look. I have created an input field with the directive ng model. So you can find the input field here and with the directive ng model. So now question is, what is ng model? The ng model is a directive that is binding the value of the HTML controls like input, select, text area to the application data. In the current example, that ng model directive binding the value of the input field to the application data. So within the double curly braces, we can write any Angular expression, you can find that Angular expression here. In our case, this is the name of the value field input field value. This is the name, and we are printing the value here. Now let's run the example in the browser. So I already opened that HTML code in the browser. So what is happening here? So let's say I just type Anurag, my name. So whatever I'm typing in the input box, that value is binded by the ng model directive, and we are able to see this because we are printing value of the name by binding expression here. So in this video, you learn how we can start with the AngularJS. I will be uploading the next video soon for more information. Thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.